Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. Sometimes a game is so iconic, so well known, so beloved by people, you feel like there's really not much you can say about it. But for 5 years now, people have been asking us to cover Minecraft. For 5 years now, we've resisted, that is, until now. That's right. On today's episode, we are finally covering Minecraft. But first, some introductions are in order. I am your host, Josh, and joining me, he's the guy that would kill me over and over and over and then steal my stuff, the master thug, the scoundrel, the murderer himself. It's Ryan.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, brother. Like, I'm not... Why would I make all my own stuff when I could just kill you and take your stuff?
We were supposed to be on the same team, right? Oh, man. All right. And joining us, the man who built an exact replica of the famed city of Gondor while Ryan and I were trying to figure out how to craft a torch. It's Ace.
Truly, you are all hopeless, and I'm so glad we are done playing Minecraft
together. Okay. I mean, to be fair, we have played Minecraft before with our children.
Yes.
Ace has played with other adults.
Yes. Children is a lot different.
Who know what they're doing. And
I felt like I was playing with children. I'll say that.
Okay. That is absolutely fair to say, man. Absolutely fair to say, because you were. If Ryan and I just trying to kill each other nonstop was any indication, poor Ace, you're a patient man, Ace. Oh man. Okay, so listen. You all out there have been shouting for Minecraft since the beginning of the inception of this podcast. When are you guys going to cover Minecraft? When are you guys going to cover Minecraft? We have had people say, if I go legendary support, can I make you play Minecraft? And then we took that away because we were like, no, we don't want to play Minecraft. So we kind of thought that it would be cool. And by we, I mean Ace. I have to give credit where credit is due. That said, hey guys, the Minecraft movie is out today. We are literally recording this episode the day that the Minecraft movie releases. Ace has gone and seen the movie. He's going to have some thoughts for us at the end of this episode. But Ace hates us. And he said, guys, I think we should play Minecraft. I really do. It'd be kind of cool to kind of have an episode to go along with the release of the movie. And Ryan and I, in a moment of weakness, said, okay, Ace, we know we love you, buddy. And so this is the least we could do.
And then I ended up being the one who suffered.
I was going to say, I hope you're
I 100% came out on the bottom of this. Like, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. You know, we're seasoned gamers. We know what we're doing. I could not have been more wrong.
Yeah. I can do some mighty impressive things in Elden Ring, Marvel Rivals, but ask me to freaking figure out how to craft a torch, and I'm lost, man.
Wait, coal sticks? Wait, how do we... Wait, we got to do what to make sticks?
I got to get wood first, and then I got to make planks to make sticks? Why can't I just make sticks from the wood, Ace?
Why can't I craft this? It's not enough space. Oh, it's because I won't click the crafting table I put right in front of you.
Yeah. That's also not to count the time that I accidentally placed a crafting table to try to escape a monster and then got locked into interacting with the crafting table instead of being able to jump, Ace. So, yeah. So, anyway.
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Welcome in, everybody. Oh, boy. So, y'all asked for this. That's all I'm going to say. I mean...
Dude. It's since from the day I joined the pod, people had been asking for years. And it's been, almost a couple years now since I've been part of this thing. And yeah, dude, it's been a nonstop every once in a while. Hey, have you guys ever thought about doing Minecraft? Are you going to do Minecraft? And I love that we've been, in secret, playing this game, and we're going to drop this. People are going to be excited when they hear it, I think, and excited to hear what this the whole crazy play session was.
You got busted the other day. I don't remember who it was, but somebody in our Discord was like, Ryan, are you playing Minecraft? And you were like, oh, my son wanted to show me something. And I was like, well, the cat's out of the bag now. But I think they believed you, which nobody should ever do.
Nobody ever should. Once you meet me, you should learn not to believe anything I say.
You're a terrible liar.
Which is a good trait to have, I think.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know, man. All right. Okay. So listen, let's just kind of set the stage here for people, because this is not going to be an hour-long deep dive episode where we go into the mechanics of Minecraft, all of the different gameplay features, the various things you can do. Everybody in the world knows what Minecraft is. You do not need us to tell you about Minecraft at this point. So this is going to be somewhat of a unique, we're not really calling this a deep dive. It's just kind of Minecraft chat and stuff like that. But again, we don't have any, there's nothing we can tell you that you don't already know about Minecraft, so this is not going to follow that same kind of deep dive format. What we are going to do is we will give some of our thoughts. We will talk about some of the times that Ryan killed me. I'm sure, Ace taming a llama and having it spit over everybody is going to come up and stuff.
Kevin!
Like that.
Yeah!
Yes, Kevin was the bomb, dude. And so,
He will be missed.
We thought it would just be a little bit more fun to just kind of talk about the game, kind of do not Minecraft trivia, but kind of like some general questions about Minecraft so that people that are fans of it can chime in as well. And then we'll give our overall thoughts on the game. And then Ace is going to tell us what he thought about the movie.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you what I thought. No spoilers, obviously.
I'm just going to say it. I have not heard anything good about the movie.
Maybe a little spoiler. You're not going to.
Yeah. It's funny because in about 2 hours, my kids and my nephews and nieces are all going to see it together. And even my kids who, let's be honest, they've been Minecraft fans since they were tiny, have been like, Dad, this movie's going to be so bad. Like, we know it's going to be bad, but at least we're going to go see it with, with our cousins and we can laugh at it or whatever. So, all right, let's just start off with our history with Minecraft, okay? Because Ryan, as dads and the older fellers around these parts, Ace is a little bit younger than us. We're from different generations. And
Yes.
you and I have played Minecraft for one reason and one reason only previous to this episode. And what is that reason, Ryan?
That reason is because our sons or daughters said, Dad, can you play Minecraft with me? And I said, sure thing, kiddo. Let's go hop on. And we just dove in. My experience with Minecraft, I, believe it or not, have quite a few hours in this game. I know you wouldn't believe it, Ace, from my crafting ability, but I never had to craft. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm going to go disappear. I would go down and mine like crazy, and I'd come back with a bunch of mats and then drop them off, and they would do all their thing, but we were all playing together. So my overall experience, like prior to us playing, was just kind of exploring the world, playing the game with the kids, and just spending time with them more than anything. I didn't really dive into, go and go through the portal and fight, the Ender Dragon and all that crazy stuff that it gets into. So I never got to those high-end level parts of the game, but definitely just played like it more as just a vibe. Like, I'm just going to hang out with the kids in mine and hang out and just have a little kind of Minecraft session.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds to me like they used you as a slave for labor, so they didn't
Pretty
have
much,
to
yeah.
do the
They're
boring
just
part.
like,
Man.
Dad, you want to go find us some diamond and some gold? Like, I'm like, sure thing, kiddo.
Kids are smart, dude. So I am very much the same, Ryan. It was my kids playing Minecraft all the time. You one day get the, Dad, you should play Minecraft with us. And then you kind of go like, yeah, I'll be a good dad. I'll play some Minecraft. And then you start playing and you're like, okay, like, especially when they're way younger and it's like, guys, you don't even know how to build a wall? Like, come on, man. Like four sides, like that kind of thing. It's all creative mode because the creepers scare them and blow up their house and then they cry and they get upset and stuff like that. So, I would probably say 12 or 2 hours into Minecraft overall. A lot of that time has been spilt with tears being spilled.
Tears.
Spending creative mode, just building houses and fantastical buildings and stuff like that. We've made roller coasters. We've made replicas of, whatever, right? And then it's like, okay, well, can we finally play survival? Like, let's play the real game. And then I just got left in the dust at that point because they knew what they were doing. They're making potions and all kinds of, modifiers and redstone machines and stuff like that. And I'm like, I can make a door, guys. I'll put a door on the house if you want. So that's to say that we do have some history, but our experience with it is probably much different than Ace's. So Ace,
I'll take it from
you
here.
probably
fellas.
played Minecraft voluntarily?
Yes, to say that would be an understatement. I used to be pretty obsessed with this game because it was like one of the few games my parents would let me play with other people.
Oh,
So it was like, oh yeah, we could all get together and play Minecraft together. But also at the time I was playing Minecraft had really taken over the YouTube space. Like it was huge.
dude.
Yeah.
It was everywhere. And you were watching people play it on PC with stuff you hadn't gotten yet in console, because I was playing it on console. Hadn't even known there was a PC version. I was playing it on the Xbox 360.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. a little older version of it. But I was instantly better at survival than you two were. I'll say that. I was able to figure it out.
Maybe we just
quick.
made you think that, Ace.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just used to dealing with our kids, man.
Yeah.
Good
No,
job, Ace.
I
Good
saw
job.
the mines and I saw the structures. I can assure you. I knew what I was doing
man.
way more than you two. But I would play it with my cousin and we would really have a good time doing that. And then when they added creative to the console version, because the console version did not come with creative in the beginning, I got really into making pixel art.
Oh.
And, I loved to just like pull up a template and just use all the blocks in the game to make tons and tons of pixel art while like listening to YouTube videos and stuff. It was a good time.
Yeah.
So to say I know Minecraft would be an understatement.
Yeah. I think that's probably common for a lot of people. Like, Ryan and I begrudgingly kind of played it, experienced the game, that kind of thing. But, you and millions, I mean, let's be honest, probably Minecraft has sold 300 million copies. It is the
300 million. That's
greatest
crazy.
selling game of all time. There is talk about Tetris being one of them. I actually looked this up because I mentioned a few episodes back that it's like nobody can ever tell if it's Tetris or Minecraft. It is Minecraft. The confusion comes when people talk about the Tetris franchise as a whole, because there's like 400 different Tetrises, and when you put them all together, you could say, well, this has sold more copies. But in the which game is the best-selling game of all time, Minecraft is far and away the winner in that case. And I think what you brought up, Ace, is kind of the key. Every parent in the world is fine with their kid playing Minecraft, man.
Yeah. There's nothing in it. There's nothing that's going to hurt your kids. Like it's completely tame. It's safe because you can only play with your friends. So it's just like, yeah, it's a great game for kids and adults alike.
It really is. And I will say, as a parent, the ability for your kids to be creative and learn how to build things and like construct things and say, no, you have to have this first before you can have this. Like, I'm kind of proud of myself that I now know that you need wood planks before you can make sticks, guys. You know? And so that's kind of that thing that I think as parents, we like that our kids are learning. Like, we feel like this is not a brain rot game. This is actually something where they're probably going to learn some skills and how to interact and how to plan and stuff like that. So I don't know what the magic of Minecraft is, other than that maybe it just looks simple. And so parents kind of go, yeah, you can play that. I've heard of Minecraft before and there's no harm in it. It's not like Roblox where parents go like, no, you're not playing Roblox. You're not playing that game, man.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to tip our hats to the fact that Minecraft is a simple game on the outside. But as Ryan and I found out very quickly, a lot more complex than we initially thought. So that's kind of our history with it. Let's talk about the kind of idea of us going into this game. Ace, you were super excited. Again, you're kind of the one that pushed us to play this. Ryan and I begrudgingly said, okay.
He pushes, no, stop.
I grieve my ignorance in that moment, I will say.
Yeah. So, Ryan, what was, I going into this and saying, fine, okay, Ace. And I remember both of us loading it up, and going like, I can't believe we're playing Minecraft, dude. Like, are we really going to do this?
Oh, the whining. Oh.
So Ace is not wrong. So Ryan, what was your initial thoughts going into we're going to play Minecraft for the podcast?
wasn't like, I was kind of, there's so many other games, and then, we're still like head over heels with Rivals and up and down relationship with that and stuff. And so it was hard to tear ourselves away from that to come play Minecraft, which we both, like we said, we've played a decent amount, and it's been for our kids, and that's for a reason. It's because it's not really our type of game. I have to say, I was somewhat excited to just get back in and just get that kind of chill zen. I'm gonna go mine. I loved to explore down in the depths and find a cavern and just go look around. That all changes when you just get 40 million skeletons shooting arrows at you and you just die instantly, and over and over. But yeah, it was. I was a little, kind of indifferent, not super upset, but yeah, I was not super excited to play, and but I had some high hopes for certain parts, if you will, I guess.
All right. Well, I was not excited. I'm just going to come out.
We know that.
No,
we know
least
that.
Excited was definitely you.
I was the least excited out of all of us. I am one of those gamers where I like to be pleasantly surprised by a game, and I'm willing to try a lot of different games. But I have played Minecraft, and as everybody who has been listening to the show knows, once I play a game for a little while, no matter if I love it or hate it, if I stop playing a game, it is very, very difficult for me to go back to it. Like, I'm looking at my desktop right now. I still have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 installed, and I still have Avowed installed. One of these games I know I will never touch for the rest of my life. One of these games I keep going, man, I really should get back into that game, dude. That game is amazing. And so I'll never do it.
You never even beat Baldur's Gate 3, right?
I never beat Baldur's Gate 3.
And that's like one of your favorite games. Yeah, you loved that game.
My brain has a really hard time going back to a game because it's like, I've already experienced this. I know what it's about. I want to experience something new. And so I was very unexcited. I won't say unhappy because I love hanging out with you guys and playing games with you, but it was like, I think I was absolutely the least excited to play this. That was my stance going into it is, I don't know what we can say about Minecraft. How much are we actually going to play this game? What are we going to do? Are we going to make it far enough that I've made it further than I've ever played with my kids or anything like that? So I wasn't really happy with Ace because it was like, he kept saying, are we going to play Minecraft? And I'm like, yeah, but Rivals. And Ace is like, but Minecraft. And we were like, dang it. So that was my thoughts going into it. Now, I will say that once we started playing, it reminds me, I am a huge fan of survival crafting games. Yeah. Like that is a genre that just resonates with some kind of dopamine receptors in my brain that goes, give me progression, give me crafting, give me things to look for, give me upgrades and all that kind of stuff. And I love that gameplay loop.
Yeah.
My thinking is there's probably other games out there that satisfy that are not in my brain like kiddie games. And that's not fair to Minecraft. Like I will say that, but let's just kind of talk about, we get into the actual playing of the game.
Yeah. What happened?
We found each other. Getting 3 people to actually stick together in a game and all run the same direction is almost impossible, dude. And when you have no compass and no map in the beginning, let me tell you, it does not go well. So we're going to talk about kind of the intro of us hopping in together right after this break. All right. We're talking Minecraft. We finally boot up. We get everything loaded up. Ace sent us skins, which was cool. Like I got to be Kratos. Ryan, you got to be
I was Big Boss, baby.
Big Boss from Metal Gear. Ace was Ezio. Which one were you?
I was Basim from Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Okay. Those guys kind of all blend together to me. It's the
don't you say that now? They're all different.
Like,
they're all a little different.
How dare you? So we all had our cool looking skins. We had found the loaders and how to get in, and Ace made a realm and all this stuff. So we load into the game and we all meet up. We're like, cool. We're in some Arctic snowy area. And Ace goes, we need to get out of the snow. And it's like, okay, so we start running in 3 different directions. Instantly,
God.
Ryan is lost. Ryan is just so lost. Ryan, we're going this way.
Go to that blue mountain. Come here this way.
Ace and I at least managed to stay within like visual sight of each other. So we're at least going in the same direction. And then we start looking around and going, where's Ryan? Ryan's like, I don't know, man. I see a mountain. I see some water. I see some trees. And we're like, dude, this is not going to go well.
There's blocks. You guys see blocks?
There's blocks
here.
So we spent the first 30 minutes trying to find Ryan, trying to meet up. We finally meet up and it's nighttime. And I forgot that at nighttime, all the big baddies come out and, we finally managed to make it together, guys. We're on our adventure. Then all the monsters come out. We get stuck on the side of a mountain. I die. Now, thankfully, I have an amazing sense of direction. So I knew exactly which way to go. But by the time I got back to you guys, Ryan had once again wandered off. I think you died too, Ace, but you knew where to go.
Well, I knew where to go, and I got turned around because I started getting chased by a creeper. And I ended up finding Ryan instead of you. And Ryan is like on the other side of the world at this point.
Well, what happened is when they all came to me, I went to instinct and just like buried myself. So I just dug down in and then just threw up some blocks. And I'm like, haha, you can't get me now.
It's like a hedgehog.
Yeah, I was just like,
oh no, danger! I'm just going under.
Hide. And they can't get you. So I just built up and walled up. And so it's good. So because like just a throwback to like what you're saying, Josh, about playing like a bunch of creative. Like when I said with my kids, I was like, if we're gonna play and I'm gonna play with you, we're playing survival mode only. So that was the only thing we did. So I got pretty good at doing some of those things. But yeah, once I got out of there and they kind of moved away, I just went off and I just thought I could go find you guys. And I definitely did not go in anywhere close to the direction you guys had traveled.
Nope.
So yeah, it was a journey to find each other again.
All right. So we all make it together finally. Ace and I made it together. We find an area that's not in the snow and we're just telling Ryan, dude, like just find the sandy looking mountain. And Ryan is like, I don't see a sandy looking mountain. So that's about how the beginning
hour. What a horrible description, though. Like there's a million mountains that are sandy mountains. Sand. What am I supposed to do? There's mountains everywhere that are sand, ice, like everything. Like there's 100 of those.
So, okay.
Find the tree. Together. Find the tree with leaves.
It was by some trees. That's true.
Yeah.
So
there were trees.
We finally make it to a place that Ace deems acceptable. I'm still not sure why that area was acceptable, Ace. Is it just that it had trees?
It had trees and it had access to something that wasn't the snow. We needed to be able to get underground without getting snowed on constantly.
Okay, fair point. So this is where the building begins. This is where I am in my element, man. I know how to craft hatchets. I know how to craft pickaxes. I don't know how to do anything else at this point.
It is debatable whether you can craft a hatchet or a pickaxe.
I can now.
Yeah, you couldn't remember to click the crafting table when you wanted to make tools. You kept trying to use your in-game one instead of the actual table.
I kept doing that too. I would always feel like, I'm like, why isn't it letting me craft? What the heck?
There's not enough spots here. How am I supposed to make this?
I can't put these together and craft them. What the heck is going on? And that's from like, it's been, a couple of years probably since I've played this game. So yeah, that
I couldn't tell.
It was, okay. Okay.
We sound like the oldest, dumbest people in existence.
I know, it's so bad.
You
know what? I don't care though.
For decades.
I don't care if I'm old man and I don't know how to play Minecraft. Sorry.
We have been gaming for decades, dude. Decades. And to just feel like an idiot in a game for some reason was just hilarious.
It kind of floored me because you guys are like so good at every other game we play.
I don't know
and like, I'm playing with you two in this. I'm like, oh, this go great. Josh is great at survival games. Ryan's great at gathering resources. Drop into Minecraft. It's like I've got the two of you on a leash, like trying to lead you through.
Ryan needed a leash. Man. Ryan needed a leash to keep him from running off.
Okay, man. I'm a wanderer. All right, we already know that. Like any open world game, I'm a wanderer. So you gotta know that going in, man. I'm not responsible for where I just disappear to.
I will say that once we found our home camp area and we started to build a base, Ace was like, we need beds so that we can spawn here. And I'm like, cool, I've played Rust. I know you need beds to spawn. This is great. Like now I'm in my element. I think it was 2 minutes later that I killed Ryan for the very first time because I was like, I have a hatchet and he doesn't. So
That sounds
going to be a fair fight. And then I died to, I think, a spider in the night. And then Ryan stole all my gear. And then he's like, well, now I got everything. And this is about how the next couple hours of playtime went for us, where it was just us doing really, really stupid stuff. While Ace, once again, is responsible for building us a house and, just making treasure chests so that we have a place to store things. And Ryan and I are looking at a tree going like, what do you think about this tree, man?
Look at this tree,
What do you
bro.
think? Like, how about that? If you chop it, it doesn't fall. And we turn around and Ace has like a 2-story house built. He's got torches and treasure chests and an oven going, and he's cooking stuff. And it was just like this difference between like Ryan and I playing this game and Ace just being like, I know what I'm doing. Follow me, guys. Like, is this how people feel when they play Rust with like me? Where it's like, here, take this AK, put on this road sign armor. We're going to raid this base. And it's like, dude, but what am I doing?
I was taking time to explain it to you guys too. Let's not pretend like I wasn't giving you the on the fly tutorial here.
He
Like, I was like, all
probably
right, you need
was.
to take this, and if you put it into your inventory slot at the top where it says crafting, it'll make the wood into planks. That's pretty important.
Why do I have to turn wood into planks to turn it into a stick? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Because you want barky sticks? I don't know.
Trees
what
have
do you want
sticks
from me?
on them. They're
Barky
literally
sticks.
on a tree. You just reach up and you break one off.
The sticks drop down too
Yeah,
when
they
you
come
cut
from
down
the
the
trees
tree.
anyway, so why don't you just pick
Okay.
them off the ground?
Okay, so to be fair, this is the other part where Ace was like, you guys are idiots, dude. Ryan and I spent 5 minutes harvesting wood. I mean, chopping down all these trees. We're like, dude, we're going to build a really nice house, man. We got all this wood. I go to look at my inventory. Where the heck is my wood? Where is it? Ryan's like, dude, I know we just chopped down all that wood. Yeah, so apparently in Minecraft, you have to pick up the wood after you
Yeah, you just got to stand around for like 0.2 seconds. That's all you got to do.
This is so stupid, man.
You guys left so many floating trees around our base that when you logged off,
They don't fall.
No, they don't. You need to break all the wood so the leaves just disappear and then it looks nice. But you left like one log in every single tree around our house.
I love
so
it.
I spent like an hour just getting rid of them.
Oh my goodness.
He's the
Okay.
he's the landscaper. He's cleaning up our mess.
Yeah. I don't like messes in survival games either, but I ain't taking the time to chop down that floating tree either, man.
That's the thing. It's
Use it.
you just use the tree.
Use the wood.
It is so wild. Rust, Satisfactory, or any of these survival or crafting type games where you can create these structures and live in these environments. How different this seemed to feel to us, where we're just like, what? It's like almost like a different language. Like you're doing the same thing, but it's a different language, and we just like could not get it for some reason. Just it's not the same flow, man.
I'll tell you why. I know why we couldn't get it, dude, because right click is how you use everything. What the heck is that, man?
The amount of times I hit E on everything, dude.
Thank you, Ryan.
I
Thank you.
was pressing E on everything, and I totally forgot it's the right click action button to open doors, open chests, do all that stuff. And I just always Ace would make fun of me because I'd walk up and then I'd just be standing there and he'd see me do nothing, and I'm like, he's like, you pressed E again, and I'm like, yeah.
I died outside our house, literally in front of the doors, because a spider was killing me, and I'm sitting there. For me, my
can't get in!
action key is X because I rebind stuff, but I'm sitting there smashing X, going, "Why won't the door open, man?
The door's locked.
I think I was shouting at Ace, saying, "Unlock the door, and let me in." And he's like, "What
do
are
you
you
mean?"
talking about, man?" Oh man! All right, so welcome to our old guys playing Minecraft episode, everybody. All right, let's just. So this is about how the entire play experience went. Like, in all honesty, it was Ryan and I killing each other. Ace, doing the whole progression thing. Ace built the Mines of Moria all on his own. It is the longest, most complex mine system I've ever seen in a video game. I mean, I don't even know how long that took, but I just remember getting tired running down the hallway that Ace had carved through the earth. A Balrog was there because he went too deep. Yeah. A highlight of some of the gameplay was apparently there's like traveling merchants in Minecraft now. Like, this game has come a long way. I will say this, from the times of playing with my kids when they were little to playing now, a lot has changed in Minecraft. I remember one of the very early things that I thought really kind of surprised me was that I was being chased by a zombie and I was over some frozen ice. And so I was like, dude, I'm just going to cut a hole in this ice. This zombie's going to walk straight towards me and he's going to fall into the water and I'll be safe. And he walks right up and then he starts freaking walking around the hole that I had made. So I made the hole bigger and he starts just walking around the bigger hole. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Like, are they smart in this? And Ace is like, yeah, dude, they're real smart, man. And I could not get that zombie to fall in the water for anything. So, there are parts of the game where I was like, dude, this is really cool. Like, even earlier today, we hopped in for just a little bit and like the thunder in the game, it started raining in the thunder. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, is it like, we live in Arizona. It's not raining, dude. Like, as simple as Minecraft looks, I have to give them credit, dude. Some of the stuff in this game is pretty bonkers, like from a production, like realism standpoint.
Yeah. I mean, from what it was, where it started as an indie game with a solo developer to moving on to being bought by Microsoft.
Yeah.
For billions.
For billions.
Yes.
Billions.
And now it is the best-selling game like of all time. Like, come on.
It really is, and that's one thing they do. I know we're big on audio, and graphics obviously are irrelevant to this discussion. But
No,
the audio in this game, it is one of the better games that I've heard. With like you said, the thunder, the different creatures that you can hear them, or you hear the skeleton's arrows, and you're like, oh crap, exactly what that sound is. So I think that's something that they did. Graphics does not make a good game. So having all these other little factors within it, we've seen it with Lethal Company or a lot of these other kind of indie type games that aren't incredibly graphically pleasing, but they are just fun and enjoyable and are something that you can have a good time with. And this seemed to hit the mark on a lot of those. We are not big Minecraft guys, but there are things that we can recognize that they did very, very well. And I think audibly and a lot of the crafting stuff, they did a good job. Like the exploration and things you can do in the world, it was a good time overall because you're just playing with buddies, and I got to kill Josh. So
yeah, many times, and rob me. And then desecrate my corpse too.
Yeah, the Josh Pinata. Kaboom!
Oh, kaboom. Many kabooms.
So, okay. So we could spend an hour just talking about our experience with playing this game together and the shenanigans that we get into. I think that is the inherent beauty of Minecraft, right? Like, my kids playing with their friends, they always have a story to tell about something funny that happened. I do not know that I've seen a game that can anger children like Minecraft can at the same time. Like legitimately, I remember this huge drama where one friend blew up the other friend's house, and that created like these really, really bad feelings that like turned into this like little childhood drama event where it's like eventually like the parents had to step in and be like, well, so-and-so blew up my daughter's house. You need to talk to your kid, and then it was like, dude, it's a game. Like, what are you talking about kind of thing? But so I don't want to get too in the weeds as far as like the individual experiences. I do want to recognize that Minecraft is fantastic for that. I mean, I think that people that love Minecraft love it, not necessarily for the game mechanics, but more so that this is a sandbox where the experience that you have is the one that you make out of it. And that can always lead to some pretty incredible moments. So I promised this at the top of the show. Let's just do a little bit of favorite kind of things in Minecraft for people. It's almost like a this or that in a way, okay? But let's do this. Ace, as the resident Minecraft expert, which one are you choosing over the other? A hatchet or a shovel?
I prefer a hatchet over a shovel any day. I mean, a shovel is, for those who don't know, a shovel is only good. Yeah, I know. Fool. How could I? Betraying my dearest shovel knight and his prized weapon. But a shovel is only good for digging up like dirt, gravel, and sand versus a hatchet, which is good for, wood, obviously. But a hatchet is also a really good weapon in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Which
you
is way
need
better
all
than
the
just
time.
punching everything to death like you two tried to do.
Oh man. Above ground building or underground building? Ryan.
Oh man. As far as like building like a home, is that
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I probably above ground just because it's easier.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
loser. Mole
Yeah.
people forever. Mole
Yeah, you're
people.
Drowned mole people.
Yeah.
I did. I
You
was
built under a
making
lake.
I was making a base underground where I was like, dude, why like harvest all this stone just to have to put up stone walls? We have stone walls right here. And then I dug up a little bit and the water started pouring in and I started panicking as well.
Yep.
Best color of wood.
Ooh. You see, like, you think that's like a dumb question, but like,
Dude, that matters.
there's a
When you're
lot of
building your
different
house,
varieties
dude,
of
there's-
wood in
Yep.
Minecraft. I like spruce. Spruce has a nice sort
Is that
of
the lighter one? Is that birch? I like
Birch
the
is
lighter,
the
like
lighter
the almost
one.
white looking
Birch,
one.
yeah, birch is
yeah.
birch
Spruce
the
is
light
like a you take like oak, which is just like the basic form, and just darken it slightly, like one
like you
one
just
tone.
spruce it up a little bit.
Spruce it up a little
Ah,
bit.
there you
Yeah,
go.
why not? There you go.
I got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Worst creature in the game. Worst monster.
It's skeletons. It's
Skeletons.
I hate
Yeah.
skeletons
Oh, they're the
so
worst.
freaking much, man.
They're so bad, dude.
I don't mind the skeletons, man.
What?
I don't
That's
know
because
why.
you know.
What do
That's because
yeah.
that's because you weren't with me and Ace
I
when
just
you were
charge
gone.
them, dude.
No,
Tell him, Ryan.
Okay,
Tell him
you
all
were
about it.
gone, and Ace and I were like, "Let's build this mine. We're gonna start the mines of Moria." It was later condemned, the one that I made with
Yeah,
Ace,
it had to
and
be.
Ace went off and made his own because he's a crazy guy. But we went down and we spent like a couple hours just going down because we found diamond and we were trying to harvest it, but we kept just getting ganged up by like 6 or 7 skeletons in this same pocket where we could not. Yeah, just that's all you heard. Just boom, boom, boom,
You
boom,
hear the
boom.
bones jingle, and then just
Yeah, dude. It was, and there's nothing we could do because we couldn't get our bodies to get our gear, to get our armor, to get all the stuff. But we're like, we don't want to leave it, so it despawns, and we kept just like funneling down there and taking turns and just dying. We're like, freaking Josh, he doesn't even know what we're doing, and we're dedicating our
I'm
lives
smart.
to
I would have
it.
tunneled around behind the skeletons and then
I
taken
had like
them out one at a
22
time.
diamonds on me. We were so mad when
Yeah, we
lost
had
that
built
loot,
bridges
man.
across the top so we could get over to the area easier, and it was just skeletons, hands down, are the worst. Creepers can blow up your base. You know what? Don't let them close. Don't piss them off.
Don't let them get sneaking up on you.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, be
Exactly.
smart. Look around your surroundings.
Yeah, skeletons.
Guys needed your fighter with you. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
very
Oh,
close
yeah.
there, so
Some fighter.
yeah, for me it's the tiny zombies, man. Those things freak me out.
They
dude.
do suck.
I don't
They're
know
fast.
why. They really just like the
They'll mess you
regular
up, man.
zombies, no problem, man. The little tiny guys, like they just weird me out, and I don't know why, but that's my pick too. So, let's see here. What's the best weapon?
Oh, well, the best weapon if we're going basically like what the best weapon in the game is, it's a netherite sword, which is a diamond sword coated in the rarest material in the game, which is netherite, which comes from a dimension you guys didn't get to visit because
I
we
know
didn't
I
go
know
that
of the
far.
Nether. I have fought the Ender Dragon in my day. So
Oh, was it in creative?
No. Well, maybe. Yeah. I think it was creative that they then turned into.
Josh is like,
survival,
I
but-
have been to the nether realm.
I am one with the
Yeah, it was a tour. It was more like a field
It was
trip.
something like that.
guys. It's more like. But
I have
know how to make
vacationed in the
I know how to
Nether.
make the Nether portal, and then the what's the? Is it the Wither? Is that the one where you have to
Wither
get
is
all
an
the
optional
eyeballs
boss, yeah.
and stuff? Yeah. See, I know some stuff about Minecraft. Okay. Just because I'm not good at it doesn't mean anything.
Well, yeah, the best weapon in the game is a netherite sword, but I would say my favorite weapon would be like a diamond sword with enchantments because I
Yeah.
like the sparkly
Dude, we did
purple
not.
blue.
Thankfully, we did not get all the way into the whole crazy enchantment tables and the libraries and the books and all
we
this
didn't,
stuff. Like,
didn't make it that far.
yeah, we
I
didn't make
wonder
that
why.
far because I did insist on playing some Marvel Rivals still in between Minecraft and Schedule One also. So- okay, so let's kind of start wrapping this up a little bit. Let's just talk about our overall thoughts on the game. I don't think we're gonna rate Minecraft because honestly, this isn't really. I'll let Ace rate Minecraft, honestly,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's like
Well.
I mean, it's fine. Like my overall opinion of Minecraft is this. I can absolutely appreciate what Minecraft is to our world, and I will literally say that like for our planet and for gamers, I love what Minecraft does, dude. I think it
Mhm.
introduces kids to video games. I think it's safe for parents to let their kids play video games. I think it is the ultimate sandbox. I mean, I have seen my daughter get super, super into Bed Wars to where she was learning how to like do this, like this click drag thing where she's like, if you drag your finger on the top of a mouse, you can click like 300 clicks a second or something like that. And it was teaching
geez.
her all these like higher mechanics and stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is a little crazy. But this is also the same daughter that's now diamond level in Overwatch and stuff like that. So it's like,
Stepping
you know,
stones.
yeah, I mean, legitimately, I know that there are the plethora of mini games that you can play on like the high pixel servers where you can do the build battles, and it's an infinite game. And I love it for that aspect. I, as a fan of survival crafting games, would rather play other games. I cannot for the life of me get it out of my head that this game feels a little kiddie to me. And I know that's not fair. That is not fair to Minecraft to say. It's not fair to anybody that is, you know, of any certain age that's like, but I love Minecraft. And I get it. I also am a professed graphics snob, and I think it's just the graphics that bug me. It's like
It's 100% the graphics for you, I think.
I really think it is. And when there's games like Rust, Satisfactory, you know, Enshrouded, I'm actually getting very anxious. I mean, I've played a dozen of these survival crafting games. Subnautica is one of my favorite games of all time. I just can't get past something about Minecraft. I don't know what it is. That is not slandering the game in any way, because I appreciate that this is the best-selling game of all time. Minecraft to me is a solid like 7 out of 10 kind of game. It's just like, it's weird because I can view it on the pedestal it deserves to be on.
Yeah.
But like my personal take on it is like, I would rather play a bunch of different survival crafting games.
So if those graphics were, you know, it's like Kingdom Come, you know, and you got like when you throw down a cobblestone block, like it's graphically pleasing and it's detailed, do you think that would make much of a difference for you overall?
I have seen the mod packs that you can get that really up the graphics and stuff. I don't think that's what it is, man. I think it's just the game mechanics to a certain degree too. Like I want combat. I want a little bit more of like a fantasy setting. And it's like, even when you and I are fighting each other, Ryan, you know, and trying to kill each other, it's kind of just it's more just the click, the timing of the click, and then back up a little bit, and then go forward a little bit, and then back up a little bit. Yeah, and I think it's just there's a simplicity to some of the game mechanics that that don't resonate with me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I think I'm on a similar vein as you. The graphics don't bother me nearly as much as you. I love amazing graphics, but you know, like I said, I Lethal Company is like one of my favorite games, you know, and those are horrible graphics. And we're playing a bunch of these goofy games. A lot of these indies that are just plain out fun games. And so I think with Minecraft, it's something that it's, you know, yeah, there's some creatures out there. Oh, they're like the spooky monsters. Watch out for the spooky monsters, you know, stay in your home and sleep. And then you can go out and you can do your mining and get your materials to craft and stuff like that, and then see the next day. I think there's just there's something inherent within the game that draws like the kids in, that they like it, and it's a little spooky and a little scary, but it's not too much. And so I can kind of recognize it, and so it's a little bit of a turnoff to something that I would want to play long term. But having said that, it still is, as far as a parent goes, it is a vibe game. I did not mind my time playing this game. I did not have a bad time when I play with my kids, and I can just go out and just dig a hole down, and not like Josh did, where he went straight down. By the way, I don't know if he mentioned that.
Number one rule.
Number one rule. Josh just went straight down. He's like, oh no, I can't get back up. Yeah, no, duh. You just went straight down 200 feet. But just going out. Good audio, just a vibe is kind of what this game seems to be like for me. It's not one that I would, like I said, play long term, but it's not a bad game by any means. Obviously, 300 million, you know, copies or whatever sold, so it's there. I love when my kids play it a lot more than when they play Roblox, because they're a lot more, or a lot less emotionally invested than they are with Roblox.
Yeah, I thought about this. I know what my issue with Minecraft is. 100%.
okay.
All
Like
right.
I
Give it
actually
to
was
us.
while you were talking, Ryan, I was trying to figure this out, and it was like I actually can pinpoint what it is. There are no surprises in Minecraft. So let's take a game like Valheim, for instance, right? Like Valheim
Yeah.
to me is one of the best experiences. I even mentioned it in my games I wish you could play for the first time, right? Like Valheim is filled with surprises. The first time you see a Cyclops in Valheim, it's huge, and you're like, what is that? The first time you move to a new biome, right? The first time you find a new element and the things that you can craft start just like popping up on your screen. And you're like, what is that? Like I can learn that now. And like to me, Minecraft is this massive world, right? I mean, you can run across Minecraft for 20 minutes straight before you know, but it's like, what's the surprise, right? Like, where is the payoff? The payoff is diamond. Like, everybody, like, it's all just let's get diamond. You got to dig down until you find diamond. But it's like, there's no surprises in the actual exploration part of the game to me. And I am somebody that needs that. Subnautica, this is why Subnautica resonates so much with me, is there were so many surprises that are thrown at you in that game and discovery and things like that. But that's the problem, I think, is that there's just nothing that's going to jump out and me go, whoa.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem I have with
that's fair.
Minecraft. Like, in all honesty, I think that's the biggest detriment to me. So, all right, Ace.
My thoughts are they've changed over the years as we've gotten, as I've gotten, I should say, well, we've all gotten older, certainly you too.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older,
I heard that.
my thoughts on Minecraft have changed, but I've still bought it for every console I pick up. I bought it for PC when I built a PC, even though I didn't know who I was going to play with or if I was going to play it again. Because this is the biggest game in the world, basically. And
I
it's
have it
got
on
a
my
massive
phone.
modding community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something we didn't even, mention, but it's got a huge modding community.
Yeah.
But this game encourages creativity, and I think that's what makes it so unique. Because this is basically like, I remember when I picked this up, the way I explained it to my mom was like, oh, it's like Legos.
Yeah.
It's like I'm playing with Legos. And
Yeah.
she was like, oh, Lego games are fine. We'll go with it. Because it took a lot to convince my parents to pick up any new games.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it didn't have, the Nintendo seal of approval on it or something.
Yeah. I mean, Legos you're only held back by your imagination. And
Exactly.
Minecraft
And
is
Minecraft
honestly
is-
perfect for that.
Isn't
Minecraft
there
is the same way.
wasn't there some sort of thing too where some guy created like a whole like a working CPU?
Oh, I've
circuit
seen
board?
that.
Yeah.
An actual
Yeah,
working
Redstone in
computer
Minecraft.
with bits and it's
That's wild.
it is wild, dude. You've seen the people that say I spent 5 years recreating. Like that's why I use Gondor, because I saw a guy that was like it took me 5 years to recreate Gondor.
Yeah, there's
And
one
it's
for
like-
Manhattan, I think, too.
Yeah.
Like they created a to scale. They like got the blueprints and they like floor by floor, like all of Manhattan or something crazy.
Well, I mean, one of the biggest collections of like forbidden knowledge is on a Minecraft server library where they just have all like these banned documents and banned books.
Yeah,
Where you can go read them in Minecraft no matter what like region you're from.
yeah, it's
Ah.
crazy.
There's
It really
just
is
crazy
man.
things that people do with Minecraft you wouldn't even think about. But for
Yeah.
me, Minecraft is still, even after all these years, still an 8 out of 10 game. I think it's always been an 8 out of 10 game for me.
Yeah.
And I don't like survival games as much as you two do. I will play them when I have friends. I hate to play them solo. I absolutely hate playing by myself when I'm
Yeah.
doing these survival games.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I get that.
that's-
Survival games are better with friends because you also get more production and work out of them at the same time too.
That's
So
the thing. If I'm not talking to someone, I'm playing games after I get home from work, I'll fall asleep here, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
All right. Well, speaking of falling asleep, Ace,
I
we
wish
promised it.
Oh yeah,
We
let's hear
promised
it.
Here
Let's
it
hear
comes. All right.
Well, you got to keep it spoiler free is the only thing.
I am
So
keeping
this
it
is-
spoiler free.
So, but I want to hear your thoughts as a huge fan. You even mentioned you were excited to go see this movie.
I was excited to see this movie.
What are your thoughts on the movie, Ace?
It is quite possibly the second worst movie I've seen in my
Oh.
entire life.
Oh, my
Only
goodness.
behind the Slender Man movie.
No.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
Here's the thing. It is anything but boring. I will say that. It does not
Okay.
it's not boring. It just does not take anything seriously at all. It's not there's action, but it's not like actual action. The CGI is bad. I will tell you
Yeah.
now. But if you're just there to have fun and watch Jack Black and Jason Momoa on the big screen, you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy just being part of the experience. I don't think I'll ever watch it again. But you know,
So worth the price of admission.
it was worth the price of
experience.
admission for me. But I have a theater where I can go see a movie. 2 people can go see a movie for $16. So
Oh, that's
you know,
kind of nice.
That's
too.
definitely worth
That's-
the
yeah,
price
That's
for
good.
me.
Yeah, my
15 a
daughter's
pop
tickets-
might be a little
Mine were
tough.
16 a pop, man.
Yeah.
They're going to see it tonight in like an hour, and yeah, the tickets are
That's-
$16 each.
I wonder
you know?
if our kids are going to see each other because my daughter's going too over to Arrowhead. So
Yeah, that's where they're going. 6
I'll-
o'clock. Is it
I,
a 6 o'clock
I think
show?
so. Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
may-
the
funny.
same theater, dude.
they may be there. That'll be funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, my thoughts on the movie itself. I am one of the biggest old school Jack Black fans. I have loved him for 20 plus years. He was so great, and I just thought that this movie was going to be something that was highly profitable. It's going to make a buttload of money, and it wasn't going to be very good, and it didn't matter. And it's
You
just
are
kind of one of
gonna-
those things. Like
You're
that's
hitting all
just what
the
it
marks,
is.
I'll
Yeah,
say
that's
that.
just what it is.
Here's
Kids
the
will like
problem.
it. I will say
Yeah.
kids are going to love this movie because there's not a lot of dialogue. It's just funny quip after funny quip.
Yeah.
Here's the meme from the trailer you guys enjoyed, and then just keeps going a mile a minute.
You're adulterating the best-selling game of all time, is my opinion. Like, you got
Yep.
the okay to make a Minecraft movie, and then it is going to be the cheesiest, like, terrible movie that people have seen in a very long time. It's like, there's a part of me that's like, show the respect that this game deserves, man. Like, make a good movie. And then they just went, nah, we're just going to make a movie that's going to make a whole bunch of money.
Dude, what if they
cash
made it
grab.
like a Minecraft like R-rated dark horror,
Like the
Mine-
creepers
like
and the
a
Slender Man.
yeah,
Or
and it
or
was
the
like
Enderman,
the
or
Enderman
Like
and stuff,
Slender
and then
Man.
you're mining, and there's all this dramatic
Dude, they
like
could turn
stuff.
Winnie the
like-
Pooh into a horror movie. How did they not make Minecraft into a horror
Dude, they
movie?
made an amazing game out of freaking Pinocchio with
Yeah,
Liza
there you
P.
go.
Like they can, you
Yeah,
can take
yeah, you're right,
fantasy, fantastical, happy, campy stuff and make it dark and gritty and good. Like I would think that would have been a better avenue, but also like kids are gonna bring in a lot of
Yeah, the
revenue.
kids aren't
So.
gonna
I was
see
saying, this
it.
is going to
What
sell a
grown-up's
lot
gonna
of
go-
copies.
yeah,
Yeah.
Not copies, a lot of physical copies probably when it comes to DVD, but like
All right.
it's nothing there. I hate to tell you.
Listen, everybody. You all owe Ace a big thank you for forcing this episode upon us. Ace, you got what you asked for. We make no apologies for what we put you through in playing this with us. Let that be a lesson, buddy.
As a fan, I'm here for you guys. I did it. It happened.
Ace
ask
did
me to
this
do
for
anything
you.
else.
You
He
better
did.
all go out and thank Ace right now.
No, wait.
Yeah, 5 years. 5 years people have been requesting this.
Man.
And we just haven't done it because we've always said, what can we say about Minecraft, man? But you know what? It was finally time to talk about it a little bit. So we hope that you enjoyed these ramblings and these stories and just kind of our thoughts on the game. Hats off to Minecraft. You guys have changed the world. Like legitimately, you have created a generation of
Massive
gamers
props.
that we would not have like otherwise, in
Oh,
all
yeah.
honesty. So I mean, I am thankful for that as well.
Mhm.
Even if I think the gameplay's kind of mid.
And
personally,
family
but-
gaming, like people being able to play with their kids, like, and it being an
Yeah.
okay game that's not bad, and you don't have to worry about it, and you could just kind of like hang out and just play a game with your kids, especially for people who aren't gamers. Like, we're gamers, we know games, but people who aren't, they can still walk around and chop up blocks and trees and leave half the tree up.
Yeah, or not figure out how to open a door and then die on
Yeah.
the doorstep. So awesome. All right, well, listen, everybody, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's fun to just kind of sometimes like come into a game and just chat about it instead of having to get like this formal breakdown and all that too. So that's kind of a nice little change of pace for us also. So that's going to do it for this episode. If you have not done so already, please make sure that you follow the podcast in your podcast app. That way you get all of our episodes the day that they release. We're doing a community night tonight. Now it's a little late for you to hear this, but this is something that we absolutely love to do. And so if you are not or have not been a part of a community night, we are trying to do these almost on a weekly basis, if not like every 2 weeks. But we get the community together to play games together because that is one of the best parts of gaming is that, playing together with friends and having a good time. So we're about to do that here in just a few minutes. And I think we're going to try to squeeze in some more Schedule 1, which we
absolutely.
will very likely be doing an episode on to see if the hype is real or not. But we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we put in our time on that one. Also, I need to make sure that Benji's paying us our money he owes us too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep him in line,
and,
Josh.
and Ryan's got a beef with Keith now too. So
Freaking Keith, dude.
People
shanked
will be
me.
like, what?
You shanked
that's what
me,
you
dude.
Get, Ryan. That's what you get. So awesome, everybody. Well, like I said, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you join our community. The link is in the episode description. Ace, we forgive you for making us play this game. We hope you forgive us for all of the craziness that we put you through, buddy.
I forgive you for the mental trauma you put me through.
All right, good.
And
Fair.
all that cleanup of floating trees.
We're
All
even
right.
then. So, everybody, we'll see you. Until next time, happy gaming.
See ya.
Peace out.